Hi everyone, welcome to our amazing team. Today I'm going to chat about how to close. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a one-on-one, if you're over the phone, or if you're doing a workshop. Today we're going to chat just about the basics on what to say, depending on the situation that you're in. So there's basically 5 things we want to talk about. And one of those is how to host and earn. Another one is how to buy the oils, how to talk about the loyalty rewards program. You definitely want to talk about the doTERRA business. And then you definitely want to help them buy. Okay, so those are the 5 things that you want to always make sure that you're talking about. I know that sometimes it's super nerve-wracking and you maybe don't want to talk about the business or you don't want to talk about the loyalty rewards program, but try at all times to talk about all 5 of these. Sometimes you may want to make it a little bit longer and sometimes just short and sweet. It depends who you're talking to and it depends also on how much time you're given. So we don't really want the closing to be super long. So you kind of want to have it between, 5 to 10 minutes if you can. So right now, I'm just going to give you an idea of how I do it when I'm at a class, and we can go from there. And hopefully that will help you out a little bit. So I've made some notes, so excuse if I have to look down at my notes, but I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything. Generally, if I'm at a workshop, I'm at the point where I just kind of have bullet notes just to remind myself, don't forget to talk about this, because as you get talking or people start asking questions, you naturally get off track. So just having a little sheet, with bullet notes, or in the beginning, I had full descriptions on what I wanted to say. I didn't sit there and read my piece of paper, but I definitely, would look down, okay, I got to talk about that. And then I would start talking about it. But as I moved on, I was able to shorten it, and I'm literally down to bullet points. And most often now, I don't even look at it. I know the things I need to talk about, and I make sure that I talk about them. Okay, so let's talk about host and earn. So we're at the end of, let's use a workshop, for example. We're at the end of our workshop, you've went through maybe description on, the top 10 oils, or whatever you've talked about. It doesn't really matter. But the key thing is you want to ask them to host for you. So I generally have 2 options of what I hand out to the class. So Natural Solutions, which is really good. And I also have this Living doTERRA Naturally. Now, both of them give you brief descriptions on certain oils, gives you some information on certain things. So I always have those on hand. And I hand them out at the beginning of the class so that when I'm ready to close, we can refer back to them. Or if I'm talking about certain things, they can make notes during the class. Okay, so I'm always teaching classes, whether it's local classes or I'm traveling to other cities. I am always teaching people on how to learn about essential oils. And I would love you to have a class for me. If you have 3 friends, 5 friends, 8 friends, it doesn't really matter. I can come to you. I can bring all the products, all the things that we need, whether we're doing a make and take or we're making masks and having a spa night. It really doesn't matter. I will bring everything to you. All you need to do is bring the people that currently aren't signed up already with doTERRA. That is the idea. You really don't want people coming that are already enrolled with doTERRA. So if you can say that, in the beginning, it's super helpful. Okay, so again, we bring everything for you. If you have a bunch of people that show up and they decide to purchase, say they decided to purchase enrollment kits, you have options to get free products. So whether you want something free to just host, and then I look after everything, or if everyone enrolls and you want to take the commission back yourself, there's lots of different perks. So there's lots of different ways that we can attract people to host, and it's by offering free product. Or, in my case, if you enroll with a kit, I'm going to give you the little mini Essential Life book, or I'm going to give you a little mini key chain with oils, something like that, so it intrigues them to want to host. but you always want to talk about and ask. Maybe you even have little packages made of samples or something. If someone hosts, I'm going to give you this. Okay, so you always want to talk about that and make sure that they know that you can do this exact same thing for them and their friends and family. Okay, then we're going to talk about how to buy the oils. So it's very similar to Costco. Costco, you purchase a membership, and throughout the year, you're able to get wholesale price on all your products. So it's the exact same thing with doTERRA. For us, if you pay $42, you get a membership with doTERRA. It gives you the wholesale price. You have a ton of different perks, sale items, things like that. Or even better, if you enroll with a kit, that membership is already included in the cost. So those are kind of your two options. So if they only want to buy individual oils, then they're going to want to purchase the membership themselves as an add-on. But if you have a few ideas and they're willing to purchase a kit, it's going to come with that included, which is pretty cool. So you're already going to get 25% off with the wholesale. So when you start talking about the loyalty rewards, it just gives you so many more perks to add on there. Okay, so then you're going to talk about the LRP, which is the Loyalty Rewards Program. Some people get a little nervous talking about this because you don't want to put too much pressure on them talking about something that is a monthly order. The nice thing with Loyalty Rewards, it's similar to frequent flyer. So if you purchase product for the first 3 months, if you have anything over 50 PV in that order, you get 10% back in free product credit on your account. Pardon me, and you can use that at any time. Once the points are in the system, you can use those points for free product. And the nice thing is with the Loyalty Rewards Program, you only need to, in order to stay on it so that you don't lose, like say you're up to 15% because you've been doing it for 4 months and you wanted to cancel, you're going to lose some of those points if you haven't used them. So what I always say to people is you only need 1 PV in order to stay on the program. So it's worth ordering a lip conditioner or something, a toothpaste, 1 month that maybe you don't need anything else, just to stay on that rewards program so that you're continuously moving up in percentage. So for me, example, I get 30% back on every single order that I place. That's a lot. I'm getting, I currently have $90 sitting in my rewards just on free product credit, just from me placing orders. And I'm placing orders on things that I have to use in my house anyways. So I always suggest to people, okay, what things do you buy no matter what? Whether you have money or not. Well, we need toothpaste. We need mouthwash. We need laundry soap, hand soap, all those things. So why not add those to your LRP? And then when you start collecting points, you can buy all the oils that you want. And then you increase your inventory in oils. To me, it's a no-brainer. And especially with the 1 PV limit to stay on the program, it's totally worth it. But if you don't want to stay on the program, it's quick and easy. All you have to do is either message through your system or call and cancel the program. And it's as easy as that. But you get all these perks. You get monthly promotions and all these specials. It's totally worth it. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the business just for a quick minute. I know this is not a business meeting, and I know some of you are not wanting me to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it quickly anyways. And there's 2 reasons I'm going to talk about it. One is I create a team that helps people teach others about their health and how to heal. It's the best job ever. And I also work from home. I work around my schedule. I work around my kids' schedules just because I do this business. And naturally, as you start using this product, you're going to find that you start talking about it. So all I'm going to say is I just wanted you to know that there are options to share the business and to build the business. So if that's something that interests you, I would definitely love to sit down with you and we can chat about it. That's all I'm going to say. I just want them to know that is an option. You don't want say, one of your customers to come to you, and maybe they even just bought retail and they're interested in it and they start using products, but then someone else from doTERRA asks them, or Young Living or wherever, and talks about the business and it really interests them and they're already using the oils, so why not? And they jump on board. You want them to join your team. So you want to make sure that they are aware that there are options like the business, sharing, or building the business. You don't have to get any other information other than the fact that it's an option. Okay? So that's talking about doTERRA business. And then you want to help them buy. So this is where, when we are talking about the loyalty rewards program, you can go to this flyer, go down to the bottom and show them, this is where we're talking about it. Or if you're in the Natural Solutions Kit, you can go to the 4th page and there's some information on the loyalty rewards program there. So as you're talking about things, you can refer back to any literature that you're using within the class so that they can look at it. So the last one is the most important. We want to help them buy. Okay, so at this point, you're going to say to them, say we're in a class, you're going to say, okay, now I want to go around and sit down quickly with each and every one of you that would like to talk with me. I want to go over any issues or ailments that you have so that I can suggest, oils that can help fix that or help improve any of the symptoms. Okay, so I'm going to sit down with, say, Andrea right now. If you guys want to go and mingle or make another roller, you can go do that, and then I will slowly make my way around. Okay, so you're going to sit down with them, and you want to ask them a question. You want to say, tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family. Do you have any ailments? Do you have any issues and things that you want to tackle or improve on? Okay, so a good example, if they're like, no, we're healthy, you can say, well, does anyone have headaches, cramps, sleep? Think of all the top things that maybe you yourself have, and you can go from there. So they're like, okay, yes, I have headaches and I don't sleep very well. I can definitely help improve those for you. Sorry, I'm just looking down here. And I can also give you a really good foundation in order to tackle 85% of anything that comes your way. So we have a couple different options. The best options for you today are going to be either a small bottle kit or a large bottle kit. Now, the small bottle kit ranges between the 180 and 185. And the large bottle kit is $330, or if you want it to go bigger, it just goes up from there. So those are the 2 best options for you. And they're going to be able to give you the foundation to tackle 85% of anything that comes your way. Are you comfortable with that? Or which one are you more comfortable with? And then you go from there. At that point, you're hoping they're going to say, okay, small bottle or large bottle. If they're like, oh, that's out of my price range, then you kind of backtrack and you look at, okay, so headaches and sleep are the biggest issues. So let's look at options with peppermint and lavender. So in that case, you could easily say the starter set, the 3 oils is a perfect option. And then you have to add in the membership. So then I always go to show them, okay, so if we're just getting the 3 oils and we're adding in the membership, we're already up to say $85, $100. For another $80, you're going to get 7 more oils. So you kind of upsell that way. You don't want to sound too pushy, but you just give them the information and let them decide. Okay. So again, in either literature we have here, you can show them the enrollment kit options. And in my little flyer here, same idea. It's got the top 3 options. If those aren't what appeals to them, you can definitely, I have a laminated sheet that has all the enrollment kits on it. So you can show them different options. You can look at collections. There's lots of different ways we can do that. But what you want to do is almost talk about the bigger ones first. Small bottle, large bottle. You don't want to just talk about lavender and peppermint. Okay? You want to be able for them to solve more than that, because there is more. It's just a matter of time, or they haven't thought about it. Okay. So you basically want to give them those options. Okay, so those are the 5 things. So I'm just going to go through them again. Host and earn, how to buy the oils, loyalty rewards, doTERRA as a business, and then help them buy. Okay, and at the end, you definitely, after you've spoken to whoever is interested in sitting down, thank the host for having you, reiterate, host and earn, make sure they're aware that you're there to help them and that you have these resources to give them information like the essential oil guide. You want them to go away knowing that they have support, that they're not just buying a kit and they're being left behind. Okay? I hope that helps. I really enjoy doing this and I can't wait to meet you.